Dude, one thing that nobody tells you about being in your 20s is that it's normal to feel lost. You look at social media, you see so many people flaunting whatever they have going on in their lives, whether their career, their relationships, money, and we default to thinking that if we don't have all of those things, if we don't have all of those things figured out, that we are not good enough, that we are not doing enough, that somehow we're not capable and worthy of those things. But the truth is, in your 20s, you don't have a map. You can pretend like you have a map by looking at the lives of other people, but your life is unique. You have a unique set of privileges, talents, and struggles. You don't have a map. You're building your map. And the only way you build your map is by trying and trying again and again. The point of your 20s, early or late 20s, is to figure out what drives you, what your why is, where you find purpose, what your unique skill set is, what you can provide to the world. And some days you're gonna feel like you have it figured out, that you found your passion, you found your purpose, this is what you want to do every day. And on some days you're gonna question everything. You're gonna question whether this is for you, whether you're good enough, whether you should be focusing on something else, whether you're not focusing on the right thing, even though the right thing is literally in front of you, but you're distracting yourself and not focusing on it and making up excuses for yourself. All of that is going to happen to you. We must understand that experiencing all of that, feeling all of those emotions, being lost, is not a bug in the system, but it's a feature of the system. It's a feature of life. You are not meant to figure everything out as soon as possible. You're not meant to figure out who you are as soon as you step into the real world. I put this pressure on myself, and this is maybe because I have a few thousand followers online, that I need to be perfect, that I need to make sure that I have my shit figured out. Only then I can come on the internet and talk my heart out and give advice in a way. But really, I'm not even giving advice, I'm just talking to myself. And also, I don't have everything figured out, but still that pressure to realize my purpose and live by my purpose and know my why every day gets to me. And I feel like I'm letting myself and everybody around me down if I'm not behaving according to how my ideal self would behave. Now, obviously, I try every day to do that, and I fall down a lot of times, and I try to improve, and I try to do the best by the people who are there for me and by myself as well. But I must realize that I'm only 22 years old, and taking myself so seriously and taking my life so seriously, it has pros and cons. It's a double-edged sword, because when you take your life seriously, you're more focused and you're intentional with your time, and you're not just wasting it on random people and things. But at the same time, you take away the leeway for you to make mistakes and laugh at yourself a little bit, because when you're 22 or 25 or even 29, you're not meant to be perfect. We need to allow ourselves the freedom to explore, to grow in different areas of life, to pick up a new skill set, to meet new people, to travel to new cities. That is what also drives growth, because it unlocks new parts of the world, which can unlock new parts of yourself. And you know what? Sometimes it's okay to drift off course a little bit, because it might bring you things and achievements that you didn't think were possible or you didn't anticipate. Especially when you're young, I think it's okay to drift a little bit, because ultimately it is you yourself who has to catch yourself when you're adrift and course correct. And that course correcting teaches you a lot. It shapes your character. It makes you realize a thing or two about yourself. So the balance we kind of must strike is that picking a direction we think is right for us, and understanding if that direction no longer serves us and we need to change our direction, go down a different path. And at the same time, while you're on your chosen direction, understanding that sometimes you might go adrift, you might go astray, letting yourself go astray, but coming back, course correcting, because you start to realize what's important. I think that is what's happening to me right now, if I'm being honest. Me deciding to post 30 YouTube videos in 30 days is obviously very ambitious and challenging. And so far I've been successful. I've uploaded 27 YouTube videos in the past 27 days, not counting my shorts. But it makes me feel like I got distracted from my main goal, which is my entrepreneurial journey, which is building my startup. Because if I'm being honest, am I putting in the hours that I need to be putting in to my startup? No, I'm not. And that makes me feel a bit guilty, because while I'm not following my natural curiosities, I'm also in a way letting my previous self down and also my teammates down. And that's hard for me to admit. It is hard to admit when you're lost. You think you will be at a certain point at the start of the year and you're not. So you sort of scramble and you try to do something extreme almost. to figure yourself out. And then I guess you do figure yourself out, because I am figuring myself out and realizing where I could be putting my energy and efforts to, and what I could be saying no to. Because some things you should say no to. Yeah, this was low-key therapeutic. Kind of needed this. I'm still going to finish this 30-day challenge because I want to finish it. I don't want to leave it hanging. It's like quitting when you're at the last mile of the marathon. But I know what my next goal is, which is just like full-on focus on my startup, not letting anything distract me, saying no to anything that doesn't serve the startup. Yeah, trying to scale it and make it the biggest it can be, because it has already become quite big. I know it has so much more potential, and if I'm not there to guide it, if I'm not there to nurture it, if I'm not there to lead it, it won't grow. Or it won't grow to its fullest potential. And that would really suck. Okay, this has turned into a bit of a ramble, but the point of this video was you don't have to have everything figured out. It's okay to be lost. It's normal to be lost. It means that you're trying. It means that you're pushing yourself. It means that you're challenging yourself. And if you don't have a singular vision to commit yourself to, get lost a little bit. Try different things, fail 100 times, pick yourself back up, because during that process, you will be building something. You will be building yourself. You'll be building a bunch of different skills that you can skill stack and use in the venture of your dreams.